Hey guys, today is going to be a different video. You're not going to see my stupid face, you will see my point of view, and that's because I want to talk about my desk, Console One and Fader. As you can see, I have them inside the desk in the rack, both units. I had to take out the original faceplates, and I have this custom-made rack faceplates that I got from Reverb. The quality is nice, craftsmanship nice, metal. The fit is perfect on Console One and Fader. A bit expensive, but I am not a handyman, so I have to pay for that. I highly recommend the guy from Reverb, really fast shipping. He gave me a discount because I bought the two. It looks nice, it functions as it's supposed to, and now I can enjoy the Console One Fader workflow inside of the rack, which is pretty amazing. Now I want to show you exactly how I've integrated Console One and Fader with my mixing workflow. If I open up my mixing template, you will see that faders will start flying. That's because on my template I already have a couple of instances of Console One. I have Console One on all of my buses. I have Console One on all of my sends, so I can process reverbs, delays with EQ, compression, saturation. If I need to take out some of the mud, for example, let's say that this whole reverb has too much mud, I can just click on it, open or not open the Console One interface, and I can just do that really easy. Really easy to shape sends with EQ and compression plus the saturation. I also have Console One on the vocal buses. Everything that is already in the template has Console One. If I bring some files into this session and add Console One on all of them, every single track from my session has Console One inserted. One of the coolest feature about Fader One is this layer mode, and I have it set up in a way that allows me to control the buses. Let's say that I've just started mixing and I want to make adjustments to the individual tracks, just like this. So we have our basic initial mix. Now I usually start with processing the buses. You can see that in this template I have a beat bus, drum bus, kick and snare, percussion, bass, 3 music buses, vocals, effects, all of that good stuff. So once I have the initial level, panning, a couple of reverbs, what I like doing is processing the buses. This layer mode allows me to do just that. When I hit it, now you can see that I have just the main buses. I also have some labels just to make sure that I can clearly see the buses on the plate. So I have the beat bus, I can select it, I can process the entire bus with EQ, compression, I can increase the level of the percussion, I can ride the main vocal bus, I can process all the reverbs and delays, and when I click back, I go back to the individual tracks. It's a nice way to mix. It's something that I've done for a really long time with all the buses. Now with a single push of a button I can have those buses at my disposal with EQ, compression and all that good stuff. I really like the Softube ecosystem. I have to buy more of the consoles. Right now I have the British Class A, 4000E, 9000K, and I'm trying out the Gambit series and the Empirical Labs. Also, all other Softube plugins are working with Console One flawlessly. I can add, for example, the TubeTech if I want to do so. It's a great system. I just wanted to showcase how I got it in the rack. I had some small issues with cables. You can see that I have an empty space right here on both sides. I have to find angled USB cables, and for fader I have to find an angled power supply. I believe it looks great. I love it. I have the ability to work hands on, both hands at the same time. I love the fact that I can hold shift here and I can change things here. Shift here, use the fader here, shift here, use the fader here. So it's not like this where I have to use shift, and it's a great combo and I really enjoy it. I've been mixing on it for 1 week, but I already had in the past the Console One, and I wanted to ask you if you are interested in seeing some POV mixing and mastering sessions with Console One fader or any of the other analog gear that I have. Leave a comment down below and let me know. This is going to be a short and sweet video. I hope that you enjoy it. Thanks for the support and see you guys really soon. Cheers.